Oh, hi there. So I kind of failed at getting a Christmas video out, and I don't have anything prepared for New Year's Day. But I do have something big coming up pretty soon, so be prepared. But anyways, let's talk Combiner Wars. The hype for this line is ridiculous. I mean, we all know how iffy FOC Bruticus is, but from the looks of it, Menasor is going to be 100 times... Yeah, he kind of looks bad, but as some wise guy once said, don't judge the individual limbs of a Cybertronian gestalt by the objectively inadequate amalgamous combination. Or something like that. But since there will be a lot of people who don't want the Stunticons, I figure I'll cover a different type of Decepticon. Man, that was an awkward segue. Combiner Wars Bombshell. This little dude is awesome. Thanks for watching! Just kidding, but honestly, there's not much more I need to say. The paint apps are perfect with the powerfully pretty purples, the shiny seamless gold, and the sparse yet elegant use of shiny blood red. Who talks like that? Even though I would have definitely preferred the silver they use here on Swerve or a similar shade, I'm okay with the Games Workshop-y gray plastic they used for the legs and the antenna thing. Is this an antenna? I don't know. My lack of entomological knowledge aside, the paint apps look amazing. Especially on the head. It even keeps all the colors from the original G1 toy with the yellow shoulder bulbs, the black limbs, the purple chest, and even the pointless yellow chest panel. However, the original figure is made up of chunk, straight lines, and odd proportions. The new guy is more streamlined with IDW's typical curvature and sleekness. For accessories, Bombshell comes with absolutely nothing. Look, I don't own Scrapnel yet, so I can't say how terrible or great Reflector was, but come on, Hasbro. I know the bottom of the hands are supposed to look like little blaster things, but that's just not going to cut it. If you're going to include 2 5mm hand ports, please include some weapons to go with them. Moving on. In the realm of moving power, this guy has ball joints left, right, and center. Well, he has a swivel in the center, but you get my point. There are also a few pin joints here and there, so, you know. You can get some great poses, including the kneel and shoot, the push-up, the not quite fully push-up, the hand and antenna thing stand, the Jean-Claude Van Damme, the squats, the reloading position, the disapproving parent, various other shooting positions, and the being dragged away for being naughty and now you don't get cookies after dinner position. Speaking of which, he has some pointless little knee spikes, and they don't serve a purpose in either mode, and he doesn't have a weapon mode, so why? Before we move on to the bug mode, let's talk kibble. I've decided to change Jitted into not just back kibble, but kibble in general, to widen the spectrum a bit. For the front, the only problem is the little knee spikes, so good job there. But on the back, the insect legs hinder some stuff. I don't mind the zappy antenna thing, since it's accurate to both the G1 toy and the cartoon. But all the insect legs on this guy are pretty fiddly. All the insect legs can move backwards, but when you do that, it hinders the articulation a bit. I tend to leave them splayed out a bit like this, for both the arms and legs, because even though it doesn't look quite as good, it does give it a wider range of movement. I'd say maybe a 2 out of 10 on the Jitted scale, so it's doing pretty good. Cue the obligatory size comparison. Transformation is pretty simple and... wait, let's jump back a bit. Fan mode time! Yeah, I made him a gun mode, but as you can see, it hasn't turned out super great. Kinda just looks like someone grabbed an insect by the butt and aimed it at someone's face. Power Glide's gun mode is definitely better. The transformation is fun, simple, and innovative, just how I like it. Except the robot arms, which are a bit fiddly. The insect mode is almost completely perfect. All the great detail from the robot mode is still there, and there's no kibble. Well, almost no kibble. Why the butt peg? For articulation, there's not much there. You can move the insect legs up and down, but the front ones are a bit tighter than the rest. You can swivel the insect head just a bit. And there's also some butt peg movement, so you can hide them. But in the instructions, and on the box, it shows the peg sticking straight out. Why? Speaking of the actually, let's go to the size chart real quick. These new designs look epic with the super cool character art, the dark and gritty look, and the collector's card. Okay. One thing that sucks is the bio. Quote, Insecticon trademarked, master of mind control, period, close quotations. Sorry, Insecticon? Really? Because according to the front of the box, the back of the box, the collector's card, the G1 toy, and the text right above, this Decepticon is called Bombshell, you scrap-eating pieces of... Overall thoughts? Absolutely, without a doubt, perfect. I'm reluctant to say this, but I think I like him even more than Swerve, and that is saying a lot. His posability is great, his paint is... and both modes are amazing. He's small, affordable, and perfect to fit in your pocket. This review is dedicated to my uncle and his lady friend who managed to find this 2015 or early for a Christmas gift. Thanks, guys. Anyways, I have been Flame Pickle of the Pickle System, and I need to find myself a scrap. Alright, Hasbro, make a kickback! Please complete the trifecta. The FOC version will not suffice.